Hi, my name is Eddie C., and welcome to my Positive Podcast. I'll bring you positive stories of people from all walks of life because everyone has a story to tell. Hi, everybody. This is Eddie C., and this is MPP, my Positive Podcast, the place where everyone has a chance to tell their story. I have a very special guest today, and we're sitting here in this lovely location here in Sarafim in Antwerp, Belgium. And my guest for today is Yildiz Burger. She's we actually met at a sort of a spiritual shop somewhere in Antwerp and started talking and found out that you used to also be part of the big party scene in Amsterdam back in the day.
Yes.
But now you're helping women to empower themselves, and you're busy with your own company and doing a lot of different things in that area. Can you tell my audience a bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm Yildiz, and I live currently in Kruijbeke. And yes, I've always been. I always thought that women have so much potential, and often it's disregarded. Women are often told, you're too old, you don't have experience, you don't have skill, you have kids, you can't work, or you have this or that. And I believe all women have something. And now I help women through clarity and structure to find out who they are, what they can, and what is possible for them. Because what is also important, every woman has different life phases, and meaning that you can't do everything. When people speak about opportunities, opportunities, can be there, but you can't always get them or grab them because, for say, you have little kids, you can't go outside and work a job somewhere else. And then you have to think what can I do from home? And these days, there are so many things you can do. You can do with digital products. You can start your own business, make things with Canva, So there are more possibilities than before. And I feel a lot of women don't know that. And I'm also here to help them see that is also possible for them. And also women who just started their business, I help them to get a clear structure of how to set up things, what feels aligned, about their offers. And that's actually my goal. Yes.
Okay. Well, so let's go back to the younger Yildiz.
Yes. Oh, the younger Yildiz. Yes.
That was.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The party that was.
Oh, I love that time and I miss it. Yeah, I used to dance. I lived in Rotterdam and I was dancing there one time. And there was this movie. Oh my God, I don't know the name anymore. But I was dancing in Nighttown. It was one of the famous clubs in Rotterdam. And I was asked to dance for them. And then it started. I started dancing in Amsterdam. I even went to other countries and I danced there. And I also did some background singing for Gordon. That was really an amazing time. We went to all those programs.
Dutch artists.
Dutch artists, yes. Yeah. But I used to dance. I love dancing and I love music. And music and dancing, if you don't do it, you miss out because it gives your whole body a whole different vibe. Mm-hmm. And it always makes you feel good about yourself if you dance and listen to music, of course.
Yeah. So when you always wanted to do this empowering thing when you were a child, because let's go back a little bit further from your childhood, because your origin is you're originally from
the Netherlands.
You're from the Netherlands, but your roots.
My roots are from Suriname. Mm-hmm. No, when I was a child, I wanted to be a model or a stewardess.
Yeah,
these were my goals, and empowering came later because. In my earlier days, I was really like living the life. I've done a lot of things. I've met a lot of people. I've traveled a lot. I even went to Japan to work there. I was more like go with the flow.
Okay.
That was my life.
But the traveling thing, did you have a particular study you did in school that led you to that, or you just...
No, and that's the thing. Sometimes I feel I'm not ashamed about it because my youth wasn't like the most, home, school... parents who love you, and I had to sort things out for myself from an early age. And because of that, I missed out on some things, and sometimes I feel a bit sad because I didn't go to college. I had to do everything for myself. I was kicked out of the house when I was 18, and I have to do the things on my own. And then you make mistakes, of course, but I believe those mistakes turned me into the person I am now, because I've seen a lot of things, I've done a lot of things, but I was always like, I work, and in that time I did things I liked. But at a certain point in life, you can't always do the things you like. Sometimes you have to leave them and do something what is more constructive, to get by.
Right. But I remember when we first spoke to each other, you were telling me that you also, your partner, you're also working together with him, with his company from time to time.
I help him with his administration. That's actually all I do. Yes.
Okay. And is that something as a sort of an extra? That's sort of like an extra building block for you for your own thing as well, of course.
No, not anymore, because I made clear boundaries, and now I'm more focusing on myself, doing the things I like. Because now I live in Kruijbeke, of course, not in the Netherlands anymore. So finding my way here was a little bit difficult, because in Antwerp people are different than the Dutch people. In the Netherlands we are more open, and socializing. And here it's a little bit different. But now today I met a lot of beautiful women, so I hope we stay connected from now. But I believe it doesn't matter what age you have. If you have dreams and you want to do things, you can still do them. And that's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
Rebuilding
it as well.
Yeah.
And so you're also a mom, because you have
yes.
2 kids,
Two
right?
kids, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure your kids are very proud of you as well.
Yes, and I'm very proud of my kids too. I have a son who lives in Portugal, in Lisbon. He's working there, and he's living abroad for like 2 years now. Right. First Valencia, now in Portugal. And I miss him a lot, but we speak often. And they know me as their mother, and they always say sometimes I'm a little bit, but they know that. And then I have a daughter. She lives in the Netherlands. She studies in Zwolle. She's doing an international study, and she also knows me. But I tell them, every kid cringe when their mother or father is saying something, so, But I'm very proud of them, because they found their way, they're doing their things. So happy about that.
Oh, that's fantastic. So in your whole process with your setup for your empowering of the ladies, how is that making you, let's say, a little bit more of an achiever for yourself?
Yeah, because it was hard in the beginning, because I came out of a bad period, a black period too, and I was thinking like, that what happened can't determine who I am. I mean, I still have dreams, and I still wanted to build my business. I had to rebuild it, and I know I can do it, but it has to be different, because if I do something, it has to feel good to me. And the goal of helping women has always been my priority, then and also now. And sometimes it's hard, showing up for yourself. But if you keep in mind why you're doing it for, it's easy.
You have a lot of other different hobbies and directions you like to go. What are some of those things?
I also, because I work also in fashion, I started seeing things that I want to make myself. So I'm also creative with fashion. I used to make my own clothes. I haven't done that for like years, but I used to make my own clothes, and now I also have something like I want to design something fashionable for the ladies, for the fashionable ladies who like to wear their heels, open heels the whole year. And that is one of my ideas, but I don't want to speak too much about it because it's in a process, and I don't want somebody else to steal it.
Okay, I can understand that. Yes. So there's your fashion idea, and a couple of the other things that you mentioned.
I want to start singing with a very famous coach. His name is Eddie. I always love to sing, actually, but that's also the thing, and I think you also told me. Yeah, it's true. I don't want to speak about it a lot, but because of what happens, my voice, everything it's not gone. Yes, it's gone, and that's also why it's important. that when you feel something is not good for you, you step out of it if it's possible, of course.
Right. I was just wondering about your, because our theme for this particular show is about diversity. And I'd like to know, what is diversity to you?
Diversity to me. Diversity, that's a good subject. Diversity to me is everyone is included and nobody is excluded. It's men, women, all skin tones, all lengths, all heights. But about diversity, a lot of companies see diversity in more women, more men, and not specifically in people with another background. And that's what I don't like, because diversity is more than only hiring women, but hiring women from other backgrounds, other ethnicities. It's different. Because I think it's important if you have a diverse team, the vibe will be different too. Because everybody brings something special, to work or wherever you are. So I still believe that diversity is very important. And I hope that Europe, Antwerp or Belgium or the Netherlands don't follow how it's going in America and cut all those programs, because I think it's important.
Okay, and how is your personal diversity from within yourself?
I'm very diverse. People tell me all the time, oh no, you have to stick to one thing. I like a lot of things. I'm a multi-potentialite. I like so many things. And there's not enough time to do all those things. I like singing, I like dancing, I like writing, I like drawing, I like cooking, I like dancing, I love to go out, I like to sit at home. And I think it's very important if you're a diverse person, because I think it's good for your mind, and it keeps you young. That's what I believe. It keeps me young.
So what is a typical, let's say, if I was to say, what would be a typical diverse week for you, if you were saying going through the things? How do you regulate that for yourself?
Now, to be honest, my diversity now is solely focused on building things for my business. So diverse for me is building my website, studying, cooking, going to the city, work outside. It's actually, to be honest, the last weeks, it's only diverse in the tasks I have to do for my business to propel.
And how do you manage that with your, let's say, your rest periods?
Yeah, no, I'm like that. I have a little bit rest. What is that? No, I'm very driven. And now I'm a little bit quiet, but normally I'm like, yes, okay, I have to finish this, and I start working. But lately I try to be in bed before 11 o'clock and get up early. I'm always early.
Morning person.
My alarm goes off 6 o'clock, and then I get up at 6:30 or 7. And then I start doing my things. Yeah, and I like to be busy. That's also something. I love to be busy.
Do you ever question yourself that you sometimes maybe overachieve, or because I think diversity is also maybe something in the sense of taking the rest when it's necessary as well.
Yeah, and that's very difficult for me, taking rest. It is very difficult, but because I don't feel that I can rest now. I have to finish my stuff, and when that's all done, I can take my rest. That's how I see it. Because when you're building something for yourself, I know it's important, and if I can sit quiet for 10 minutes, I'm happy.
Okay.
But that's it. I'm not that person who can sit still for... Even when we're sitting on the couch, I have always my laptop, and I'm busy reading, making or creating things. And rest for me is, when we go for a walk, when we go to the woods, to the forest, and we go for a walk, that's rest for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this last question before we close off. What would you tell young people today in this diverse, very busy world we have with AI and social media? What would you say to, let's say, a young person coming up in this world today about diversity and how they could maybe go about it?
Now, what I believe about diversity is always stay true to yourself. If you have things you love and you love them, don't let other people say otherwise. Because as a young kid, a young adult, diversity starts with yourself. Being able to see the things you like and don't stick with one thing because everybody says, if you like more things, just do it, you know?
That's your full advice. Also from an intellect, from the inside of yourself.
No, but I really believe that people need to stay true to themselves and don't. It's difficult, and it's difficult in this time because there are so many things online. People tell you to be like that, and it's hard when you're young. And try to find someone who you can relate to, who you can talk to, and because I think it's important for a kid to not get scared by all the things that are happening, and you need to feel secure and safe within yourself. And I believe that staying true to yourself will make that happen.
Okay, all right. Well, I'd like to thank you so much for coming on the show and sharing a bit about yourself. And
thank you.
I'd like to wish you also a lot of success with your whole empowering thing, and that you can help a lot of young ladies and be an inspiration to just young people in general.
I hope to. And thank you so much for having me, Eddie.
Yeah.
Thank you too.
It was a pleasure.
This is MPP, and I'm Eddie C.
Let's talk about diversity. Diversity, it's like being able to do different things, showing all your talents. But it's not only about talent. Talent starts from your thoughts, from which way you want to go, how you wake up in the morning. Are you going to have a diverse day? Are you able to change your plans at the last minute if something goes wrong? It's not just about talent or being multi-talented. It's also about discovering and being able to react at the moment in a positive way. So next time you come into a situation that changes, don't worry about it. Just become a little bit more diverse and show your diversity in that situation. On those words, stay positive.
Dit is een productie van Antwerp Podcast Service.